Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap for Thursday, August 27th, 2026, covering market moves in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities. We focus on today's closing action, trends, and momentum across major asset classes. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. Key indexes were all up today. The Nasdaq Composite Index led gains, rising 411.15 to close at 26,541.35. The S&P 500 Index added 54.41 to finish at 7,730.11 after an upward breakout, while the Dow 30 Index gained 105.56 to close at 53,569.44. Despite positive index closes, market breadth showed notable underlying weakness across the board. In the S&P 500 Index, decliners outnumbered advancers 344 to 139. Similarly, the Dow 30 Index saw 24 declining stocks against just 6 advancers, while the Nasdaq Composite Index was more balanced. Looking at longer time frames, the Russell 2000 Index leads year-to-date performance, posting a strong total return of 21.45%. The S&P 400 Midcap Index follows at 15.74%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index and the S&P 500 Index maintain solid double-digit gains this year. Sectors were mostly down today except for the technology sector, which surged 3.3%, adding 230.88 to close at 7,029.65 for its third straight gain. Meanwhile, the energy sector retreated 3.49 to 946.16, and the financial services sector fell 5.77 to 961.80. The worst performing sectors were all down today. The consumer defensive sector led the declines, falling 1.5% or 14.25 to close at 931.41 after a downward breakout. The healthcare sector shed 22.57 to 1,997.24, while the consumer cyclical sector retreated 20.4 to 1,901.92. Global market funds were all higher today. Taiwan led the advance, climbing 2.1% or 2.24 to close at 108.63 for its third straight gain. South Korea gained 1.6%, rising 2.94 to 182.12, while Israel advanced 1.42 to finish at 125.13. Across broader timeframes, Asian markets dominate year-to-date returns. South Korea paces the group with a massive 87.33% gain this year, followed closely by Taiwan at 70.99%. In contrast, Indonesia remains an outlier to the downside, slumping 32.41% year-to-date. Technology stocks were mostly lower, with 3 of the 5 major names closing in the red. NVIDIA was the standout, surging 8.7% to 227.91 on very strong upward momentum. Apple edged up 0.36% to 314.58, while Amazon fell 1.5% to 256.26 after breaking downward from 5 days of consolidation.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Key cryptos were mostly up today. Bitcoin is at 80,009.55, gaining 983.37. Solana is the standout, jumping 6.8% to 109.9 with upward volatility for 10 days. BNB rose to 709.87, while Ethereum dipped slightly to 2,504.77. Solana leads the pack with a month-to-date gain of nearly 50%, while week-to-date it's up 14.3%. All 5 cryptos remain negative year-to-date, with Dogecoin lagging at minus 24.5%. Bitcoin is down 8.6% year to date despite a 27.4% month to date rise. Ethereum is off 15.6% YTD.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar traded mixed intraday, gaining against the euro and British pound, while declining versus the Swiss franc and Australian dollar. The greenback has climbed 4 consecutive sessions against the yen, yet its broader trend across key pairs remains very negative.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts, Timothy Satoshi and Victoria Cashmore. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 4 p.m. New York time for daily market reports with in-depth stock, index, sector, cryptocurrency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.